Well, hello everyone, my name is Charmaine. I'm just making this quick video because a lot of people don't know that you can get free funding to get your CDL. If you're like me, who went to school previously and maybe messed up your financial aid or whatever, or you have no means to fund and you don't want to go to Roadmaster or, schools like that, where basically you're taking out a loan. If you look, well, you have to do some research. You have to go through your county. Like, for instance, I'm in Ohio. Ohio Means Jobs, and they have the workforce program. I have a friend, he's in a different state, and they have the same program. I'm not saying it's every, in every state. I don't know, but you can sure do your research and look. But basically, what it is, they help you career-wise. Like, there's all types of programs like welding, STNA, nursing, computer technology. Like, there's a lot of stuff on there, but for sure I was going to get my CDL. So they'll you should get in touch with a specialist. Like I said, everywhere is different. You just have to do your research, like on Google like free CDL, public assistance. Basically, it's through public assistance. I really don't want to say welfare because it might not mean the same thing where you're at, but yeah. So basically, wherever, hit up your local assistance office. I know a lot of them have like job programs, stuff like that. Basically, that's what it's through. But basically, you'll meet with your specialist, and it all varies if there's funding in your area. Like, when I signed up, it was January, and the next day after I had my interview, I was told there was no funding and that there would be funding in July. Well, it's May, and I was messaged saying, hey, there's funding available. Do you still want to get your CDL? Hell yeah, I want to. It's going to be free. It's going to be paid. Yeah, I want to. So it's not hard. My process was to I had to write a letter of intent explaining why I wanted the funding and how would funding change, my life, and what I would do basically with the schooling. There's certain schools on there, so you can't just pick anyone. You have to pick what's already, like who they partner with. And like for instance, I'm in Cleveland. There was Tri-C, there was Great Lakes, there was Hamrick Truck Driving School. I ended up picking Great Lakes because I was trying to hurry up and get in as soon as possible. But yeah, basically you do what you're supposed to, and then the funding will go through. It's really all you have to do is search 10 job leads and 10 job leads. Then what else? Basically just turn everything in like you're supposed to, and the funding, you have to finish the program. You are buying into a contract that you will go to school, do what you're supposed to do, graduate, and find a job. That's what the program's for. But I'm just throwing it out there because a lot of people I know are going to like Roadmasters. I try to get into Roadmasters. It really didn't work out or whatever, but then Roadmasters finally calling me back, like, say, hey, we can get you started. And don't do that. If you don't have to take out a loan, don't take out a loan. If you don't have to, do an apprenticeship program through I know a lot of CDL programs like Prime, STR, Celadon. If you don't have to be binding into a contract with anybody, don't do it. You don't have to. Sorry, I'm like looking at the screen and looking at the camera. But yeah, just throwing that out there because a lot of people don't know those type of programs are available to people who, if you're having a hard time and you want a career or whatever, or if you can't get funding through, maybe a truck driving school or whatever type of school, then it is assistance out there. So you don't have to be binded to, Prime. I know Prime has if you go through the apprenticeship program, you're binded for like 12 months or something like that. CRST. What am I talking about? STR. I don't know. CRST, you're binded for 10 months because I was considering going to that program, and then the lady said, hey, we got funding, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do that. I'd rather go to a truck driving school. So I mean, if you have any questions, I would try to help out as much as possible. I'll put my email in the description box. But I know, for instance, my friend, he's in Connecticut, and they have the same program. You just have to do your research. But yeah, so right now my funding went through and I'm in school, so